Jesus Christ. Hold on. This is going exactly as well as we think it is, guys. Ugh. I am a legend. What was I doing? Why is my hand sticky? Alright, I just stuff. What was I doing? No, it's non-scuff. Oh Jesus, I didn't realize how deafening the fucking background music was. For me. I think it was fine for you guys. I don't know. If it wasn't, that sounds like a you problem. Do I exist? Okay. Huh. I don't exactly know how to fix this situation that I have caused for myself. Please hold. Please hold. I could just leave this screen because it's an issue specifically with this screen. But oh look, there I am. I lost my VTuber studio window. Which was not helpful. Anyways, hi, hello, hi, it's me, your girl, your homie, your slice. So guys, we have merch. Hi. Yes. Sorry, I need to wipe my eyes. Yes, we have the merches. Nope, that's not the one I wanted. We have the merches, Chad. We have the merches. They are live. You can get so many things. Yes, the merch is in fact real. It's not a myth. It is in fact real. We got a hoodie. We got crew neck. I forgot what the word was. We got a t-shirt. We got some sweatpants. We got some jet tags, a poster, and an acrylic stand. Yeah. Yeah. There's so many things. So you can have your very own merch of the Astrid for your body. Viewer discretion is advised. I am joking. I am joking. You do not need your discretion to be advised. Yeah, will you buy me my own merch? But yes, we got 7 products. I would show you, but I would have to switch. That's so fair. That's so fair. That's so fair, man. So, yes. I now have merch. Oh shoot, I forgot about YouTube for the 7 billionth time in my life. Oh, YouTube. I'm not sorry. I'm gonna be honest. Did we expect any less from me? Oh, thank you, Kevin, for saying you love my videos. I feel bad for ignoring YouTube now. But yes, on YouTube, it is the pinned thing. And on Twitch, you just do exclamation point merch. All lowercase, not uppercase, because I didn't have caps lock on and I didn't want to retype it. Yeah, look at that. Here, let me pin it. I'm so good at pinning things. Oh my gosh. Pro streamer strat. But yes, I have merches. Yes, put me on your walls. Ooh. Cause that's what the merch company's called. It's called the Woo Market. I have too many posters without frames, lol. Yeah. Oh, I got my redeems working again, if you couldn't tell. Turns out I had a button pressed to off. And that's not very helpful. So, you know. I know. I am great at this. I am great at VTubing. I am the VTuberiest. I tube so good. But yeah. We got merch. It's the live collection. Because they asked me to name it and I was like, oh no. This is horrible ideas. They were like, hey Astrid, can you like name the merch line? And I was like, oh no. Thinking is not your strong point, no. Literally, the fact that I was even able to come up with a concept they could follow was a freaking miracle. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I did not provide. I did not help fullness. Astrid never uses her brain at all. Yeah. No, I can confirm. That is in fact factual. I don't use my brain. My brain don't work. And I'm also like kinda on a sugar high right now because I just ate some ice cream. But yes, we have the merches. I'm shilling. I am dishing. I am shilling. It was good flavor. It was, ice cream was good. Was chocolate with, not chocolate. Like, what's it called? Fuck me. Hold on, I got this. Chocolate brownie. I think it was like chocolate brownie or something. It had little brownie chunks in it. Wow. An interesting name for a chocolate. It was very yummy. I just cannot remember the names of anything for the life of me. But yes. Yes. Here, let me show. Let me do a presentation of the merch. First of all, I should show you all the graphics. So, of course, you see the one on screen. This is the overlay graphic. Actually gonna stay right there. But I actually did not check to see if that posted on Twitter. Hold on, side quest. Side quest. Yes, it did. Okay. Sorry, I had to side quest to make sure that I had scheduled it properly. Immediate tangent. Does that surprise anyone? Does that surprise anyone? No, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Anyways, yes. Graphics. There's the one in my about thing down below this one. And then the one I posted on the Twitters, which is, no, go away, I don't want you anymore. No, that's not the one I wanted. That one. Delete. No, why won't you delete? Yes, gosh. And then there's the okay, the Twitter one's huge. I do not think that was that big. There's the Twitters one, yeah. So, we got these. Immediate tangent, not in the slightest. That's good. That's good. And then it's like made to order. It's like you order it, they send it out. I think it takes roughly, I think they said it can take anywhere from like 2 weeks to like a month. Because they like basically you order it and then they make it. They don't have it pre-made. They just make it to order and fill things out as they get orders. Yeah. Honestly, I'm surprised that explanation made any sense. I'm gonna be so for real. So I just dragged and dropped everything onto my screen. So this is the t-shirt. Look, I'm wearing the t-shirt. Yes, this is our t-shirt. Little pretty things. There's basically like 3 ways this can be done, and you described one of them. Yeah. I also learned that I really don't like dragging and dropping images into OBS, because I feel like this was a horrible idea. Because now I got so many things on screen. But yes, there is the t-shirt. Nope, that's not the right button. Yes, there is the acrylic standee. You can have me on your desk. You could put me on your desk at work and I can supervise. I can supervise for you. I can do the supervisions. I keep grabbing the wrong layers. And I shouldn't be surprised, but I am. Oh, thank you for the resubscriptions. Do I want that, though? I don't think I would want Astrid Anarchy. I gotta make sure you behave, chat. I gotta make sure you behave. But yes, there's the acrylic standee. And, of course, the back of the hoodie and the front of the hoodie. I am particularly fond of this... the hoodies. What if I got 10 Astrids for my desk? Literally, if you did that, I would do one thing that you asked me without question. Take that how you will. Literally for the memes. But yes, hi. Yeah, these are shut up. But yes, noting that down. Astrid Shrine would be mildly terrifying. Low-key chat, what if I just put like 15 copies of the standee on my fucking throne and just be like, so contribute to Astrid's Shrine. I even have a spot I could put it. Astrid Shrine would go crazy. Yeah. And then of course pants. I don't know how I feel about pants. Hear me out. Okay, I actually have logic behind this one. Like, low-key love them, low-key probably gonna get them, but also like that the face placement is a little sus, right? Oh yeah, congrats on the t-shirt and hoodies. But I mean, it's kind of sus, but honestly, yeah, I'm already sus to begin with, so it kind of adds to the brand. It's part of the brand. And then of course there's our crew neck. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about a crew neck. And then of course there's our little how do I, no, that's not it. How do I, wee, our little, what's-ma-called-it, packaging chain, keychain. I got this, don't tell me. Jet tag, that's what it's called. I don't know why they're called jet tags, I just know that's what they're called. I really like the crew neck, yeah. I'm probably gonna get, eventually, the crew neck, the pants, the shirt, and 12 acrylic sticks. Honestly, you could probably use them as bookmarks. Oh. You could just be going through TSA and they'd be like, oh, you know Astrid Anarchy. Tell me more. That is the most unlikely interaction that you could have. Immediately, fly list. Probably, because literally the word anarchy is right on it. And then, of course, our classic, the poster. I'm particularly fond of the poster. I like it. If I could hang, thank you. If I could hang things on my wall with any, so, like, if I hung this up, it would end up like this. I am not good at hanging things up. So, she will live on in spirit. But not in my house. That, or I could, like, drape it over a table. I could drape it over my Astrid shrine and use it as a tablecloth. I need to stop having ideas. I need to stop having ideas. Hoodie is basically a poster you wear. You are correct. And I appreciate that. YouTube chat has some unhinged stuff going on, and it sounds like... No, there is nothing going on in YouTube chat. Oh no, you're cooking. YouTube literally has nothing going on. I don't know what you're on about. I was responding to Twitch chat. Hold on, my brain's thinking. Hold on, my brain is thinking so hard and it's not good at it. I don't remember who I am or why. Yeah, you're so right. You're so right. And we're not empty, no. Hold on, I keep forgetting everything that I'm doing as it happens. Oh. Hold on. Hold on, I'm reading something. Hold on. I'm not good at reading. Okay. Hold on. You're literally swearing at yourself. Iconic. Hold on. I promise I'm using my brain. Not well, but I'm using it. Who thought you had one? Who knew you had one? That's a good question. That's a good question. Never stop showing me things. Okay. I thought it said that there was currently a 3-minute ad going on. And I was like, what? No, there is not. Face to face, coward. I forget how to do things. Don't worry, it slurs against my own ethnicity. I'm stealing your paycheck. Iconic. Iconic. I think I figured it out. Never mind, I'm a liar. Ah. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know. I'm typing with one finger. And I'm wondering why it's taking so long. Astrid knowing what's happening will be the day the world ends. Yep. Can't even deny that. Astrid typing like an old person now. Yeah. I was making sure I could see anybody who orders anything. It does not show me your address. I need to clarify that. It just tells me an order's been placed. She like, boy. Even if I did know how to do that, what would I do with it? Even if I did, Astrid would get heat stroke for reaching my location. That's cold. Unlike my life. Let's be honest. If I step foot in the U.S., I'm dead. I'm dead. I will die. I will die. The heat will immediately incinerate my skin. See, you saying who would want to come to my state makes me either think Florida or Nebraska. Well, I hate where Tyrant lives. I hate that. Astrid, as soon as you take one step, you will be getting a heat stroke. No, it was only 3 times consecutively. I have a problem, and I think I need to admit that. Thankfully, it's neither of those. It's neighboring Ohio, so oh god. It's fucking Oklahoma, isn't it? Or Alabama. I don't know. I do not know geography. I know not geography. Sweet home Alabama. Is it bad that I actually live relatively close to Ohio and it's not where I thought it was? We know you don't. Like, the closest state to where I live in Canada is New York, but like, Ohio's pretty close. I could show up on your doorstep. You don't live in Ohio, and I'm remembering that now. You said you live in one of the states neighboring Ohio, and I'm just really not that smart today. I've been awake for way too long. And a 90-second ad break is starting. But yeah, Alaska, am I right? Alaska's probably the only place in America I could go without dying immediately. Ah, that's good. It just tells me what was ordered. It doesn't tell me like any names or anything. It just says somebody ordered the hoodie and somebody ordered the shirt. It does not give me any specifics. So I know that you bought them and you weren't lying to me. Sorry, I'm currently looking at a map of the continental USA. Because that's just where this has gone in life today. I will now tell you every state that I have been to in Canada. Fair. Fair. I live here and I don't know where a solid chunk of the states are. It's so fair. I have been to Virginia. No, never mind, I'm a liar. I've been to Maryland. I've been to New York. I've been to Florida. And that is it. I almost got jumped in Maryland. In Florida, I almost got eaten alive by a crocodile. I don't think they're called. I think it was it was tiny. It might have been a caiman. I can't remember. It was tiny and crocodile shaped. Okay, so we'll start with the getting jumped story. Because I feel like that's the easiest one to explain somehow. So, in Canada, I'm gonna explain both, but I'm starting with the why I almost got jumped. In Canada, I am used to walking down alleyways without a care. As long as it's daytime. I won't do that at nighttime because I'm not an idiot. Now let me switch to the second. No. So I thought it would be a decent idea to walk down an alleyway in Maryland. It was not. There were like 3 guys that I made contact with when I was like halfway through the alleyway, and we just made eye contact, and I was just like, "Hey, bud," and I just turned around and walked away before they could even react. I don't know if they were actually gonna jump me, but they looked really suspicious. And I think they were in the middle of a drug deal. So, you know. Yeah. But yeah. Long story short, is I probably walked in on a drug deal and I got away by saying, "Hey bud," and walking away. Yeah. And then there was Florida. The crocodile came in, tiny boy. Not crocodile, alligator, tiny boy. Honestly, best mood you could have made. Yeah, you clearly weren't a cop. No. And I was also wearing like a t-shirt with the Canadian flag on it, so I think they were just like, "Oh, it's just your friendly neighborhood Canadian, eh?" You know, I find that like the few times I've gone to the States, usually the second they realize I'm Canadian over there, they're just like, "Oh, hey bud, would you like some Tims?" We're tourists, now back to the drugs. Exactly. Now, back to the 𝗙𝗥𝗘𝗗𝗓𝗪/𝗧𝗙𝗧little guy trying to eat my foot. So, this happened when I was little. Like, I mean, I was like 10 or younger. I think I was actually 9. So, little me in Florida with my family, going to Disney. We went like on a walk near some water. Apparently there are tiny little snappy guys in the water at Disney, which no one warned us about, and there were no signs. So little old me was just like, "I'm gonna go up to the water, 'cause water is safe. Water is safe where I'm from. The biggest thing in the water, the worst thing that can hurt you, is leeches." Yeah, water will leech in Florida. So suddenly a little guy was just like, he didn't like move fast or anything. He just like kind of slowly walked towards my foot with his mouth open, and I just kind of stood there like, "Puppy?" Of course I was at this point it's gonna be your fault. Look, it didn't get me. I was 9. My self-preservation was not good. Still not good. But at that point I was immediately yoinked away by one of the parental units. And they were just like, "So, don't let Astrid near the water." At least someone had some sense, yeah. Probably. But I like to go with it was trying to eat me. No, it was making a weird, like, noise. It was going like, it was like gurgling. I don't know what that means. It was a tiny little guy, though. Would have literally only been able to fit my foot in its mouth. Okay, probably wasn't warning you. Does that mean it was going to actually try to eat my foot? To be fair, I was wearing Crocs. Who doesn't want to eat Crocs? Am I right? An alligator eating my Crocs, man. It wanted the toes. It did. It really did. It really, really did. But yes, that is the story about how I almost got eaten by a not crocodile, a little tiny guy Alligators catch their prey by drowning them so they don't need to fit in their mouth entirely to get the prey. Yeah, he would, like, when I say little guy, I mean little guy. Like, let me find a photo of tiny little guy alligator. If Google doesn't give me exactly what I want, you know what? There are alligators a lot smaller than I thought there were. I hate that this is the best example that I can find size-wise to what I encountered. I hate my life. I have to download this photo now. No. Hold on 1 second. I don't know if it was a baby ad. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just know he was a little guy. He was like that big. He was like a little guy. But like he was like a solid color. He wasn't like any fancy colors. He was just a solid little guy. He was just a solid color little guy. Just a little guy. There was a worse photo. Do you want me to show you the worst photo? I'll show you the worst photo. There was another one. I spared you, but now you get to see the other one. Now you get to see the other one. You wanted this. Just remember this. Just remember this. Just remember that you asked for this. This one looks more like the little guy I encountered. But there's a lot we could have packed with this image. But I'm not gonna. But yeah, he was just a little guy. Just a little guy. But based off that image, I think it just wanted to be your friend. Loki the alligator. He's an emotional support alligator. He went missing apparently at one point. Astrid Anarchy. But yeah. Have you guys ever heard of house hippos? Hold on, this is like the most important question I'll ever ask you in your entire... Hold on. God, hold on. I'm about to blow your mind. I'm about to show you the best thing in the world. No, why would I want a death machine in my house? No, it's so good. I promise you're not gonna regret this. Nope, that's not the button I wanted. I want window capture. I want to capture that one. And then I want to move it down here. And then we're gonna regret it. When don't you regret something that I do? Okay, so this is the house hippo commercial. Let me adjust the volumes.
It's nighttime in a kitchen just like yours. All is quiet. Or is it? The North American house hippo is found throughout Canada and the eastern United States. House hippos are very timid creatures and are rarely seen. but they will defend their territory if provoked.
These were
They come out at
commercials that
night
used to
search
play
for
when I was
food,
growing up.
water, and materials for their nests. The favorite foods of the house hippo are chips, raisins, and the crumbs from peanut butter on toast. They build their nests in bedroom closets, using lost mittens, dryer lint, and bits of string.
You'll see, hold
The
on.
nests have to be very soft and warm. House hippos sleep about 16 hours a day.
That looked really real, but you knew it couldn't be true, didn't you? That's why it's good to think about what you're watching on TV and ask questions, kind of like you just did. A message from Concerned Children's Advertisers.
It was literally like a thing that they would play to like teach people basic media literacy back in the like 2006. Wow, those are some interesting follow-up videos that this has given me. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. I'm just gonna move back on with my life. Damn, wonder what happened to that knowledge. BRB, gotta take dog out. Fair. Yeah. Media literacy, like, commercials were a huge thing on TV when I was a kid. At least here in Canada. I don't know if it was as much of a thing as it was in Canada and the States. I know. Crazy. Snape. Severus Snape. Dumbledore Snape. Severus Snape. Dumbledore. Ron Weasley. Yeah. I've gone through like media literacy stuff pretty much since I was a kid, if I'm being honest. Like, between the nonstop like media literacy commercials, and then when I reached high school was roughly when they stopped doing those, and we literally had a course that was mandatory called media literacy. And they taught us how to make fake media in that class. So they're like, so you've seen the fake news. We're going to teach you how to create it now. 'Cause that was such a good idea for a bunch of 9th graders. Teach them how to use Photoshop. And then when I originally went to college, I went to college for marketing. So once again, more media literacy. So I'm very media literate. And yet still occasionally fall for things, because sometimes I don't think. I only fall for things that don't actually matter to me, though. So, you know, that's good. Are you regular literate? That's not a surprise. No. Listen. I could not spell the word believe for the life of me until last year. I could not spell the word believe until I was in my mid-20s. Nah, that's a tough one. Who can at this point? I can now. That's a fucking lie. No, I can't. I'm gonna try. Hold on. Chat, nobody say it. Tough. No, I spelled it right. I think. I'm really second guessing myself here. Hold on, let me Google it. Believe. spelled it right. I am a genius. Let's see what other words I can spell for you, chat. That is an actual word. I did not just hit a whole bunch of random letters on my keyboard. 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗟𝗢𝗪𝗙𝗡𝗙𝗟𝗡𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙 I want to meet the guy who named it that because I feel like we'd get along great. Because the irony of that is just... And I believe, like, there was another fear. I can't remember if it was palindrome, like the fear of palindromes or something. That was a palindrome, or... It was something like that, like... Ugh. I can't remember exact details because I can't think that good. Anyways, I see you all. I see you all right now. And do you know what I have to say? No. You're right. You're right. I actually can't see well. I can't see a single person. Something nice? You forgot who you're talking to, buddy. But, I was gonna do something. Oh, yeah. I intended to post a schedule today for this week, and then I didn't think at all, so we're just gonna wait it. But I'm only streaming 3 times a week from now on. Until, like, I feel fully back to health. And then I'm only gonna ever switch to, like, 5 times a week maximum. I'm not gonna do, like, my 40 fucking streams a week. Not literally, I never did that fucking many, but it's fine. But we're gonna get back to playing games again. We're gonna live life. We're gonna live laugh lobotomy. But on that note, I feel like sleeping now. And I do what I want when I want. You want me to stream for 70 hours straight? And you'll just hear me in the background like... I don't snore is the funny thing, is I don't actually snore. No, instead you're more likely to hear me having a full-on conversation with a demon. Literally, I will have full-on conversations. If somebody talks to me while I'm asleep, I will have a conversation with them. And it will be a perfectly normal-ish. Usually something weird ends up in it, but that can just be chalked up to my regular speaking habits. I can have a normal conversation while I'm just completely asleep. And sometimes there doesn't have to be another person. I do not remember the combos. It is literally just like, oh, hey, Astrid, do you remember that conversation we had last night? And I'm like, what time? And they're like, I don't know, it was like 11. And I'm like, I went to bed at 10. So yeah, no, I never remember them. I just have full-on conversations. And sometimes important things are said to me that I just don't remember. Apparently I sleep talk, but I wouldn't know with me being asleep and all. I used to record. Like, I used to have an app that recorded my speech, like whenever I made any sound while I was asleep. Oh, you cats, good. But yeah, I used to have an app that would like record everything. The app is discontinued now. Sadness. Would record like any noises that I made or anything that I said during the night. And I believe, I don't know what I was on about one night. There was something about cops. Apparently I did something illegal. Me break the law in my dreams? What? Never. I would never. But yeah. Oh. Hi, Juanya. Welcome. Have you heard about our Lord and Savior, Astrid merch? For the low price of whatever it says on the website, you can put Astrid on your body. And you can put her on your wall or on your luggage. And I think it looks pretty darn cool. Yes. I said whoever orders and makes an Astrid shrine with 10... Yes. Of 10 of the acrylic standees, that I will do one thing they ask me to do, no questions asked. I will just do it. Yeah. Art is very good. Art is very, very cash money. Yes. Can't remember who the artist is. Hold on. It was numiieo 26. Wing. Good thing is the guys in the R80 office knows perfect. Life goals. Wing. Anyways. The funniest part is while I was watching a stream, they were calling someone else a weeb. Okay, real question. Okay, sorry. We're gonna immediately have to side tangent. What? Expound. Your Discord server that you set up for friends just became on the path to a nuclear power? Expound. Expoundify, please. No, you gotta expoundify. I need further expoundification. I cannot let that one go. Iconic. Send it to me. Don't you just need like a shit ton of radium or something? Okay. I'm only mildly concerned, it's fine. Am I gonna end up on a watch list? I'm probably on a watch list. Let's be so for real, chat. If I'm not on a watch list... One moment. I need to mute my desktop audio. Okay. Now I'm gonna watch it. Huh. There are way too many, or there are way too much not enough. There are way too little steps in that. There are way too many steps in that. Like, too few. There are, like, way too few. It's a quick news. It's a baby. Just a little guy. We have gone on so many weird side quests today, chat. Anywho, I'm gonna have to raid and run, get ready for bed since I have somewhere early in the morning. Take care, Astrid, chat. Love you guys. Love you too. You have good sleepies. Rest well. Commit crimes and go build a nuke. No, I do not condone the building of nukes. Unless it's for memes, and then maybe it's okay. Good night. Literally, to make a nuke, just get a weapons grade uranium, squash it into a ball, and surround the ball with explosive. What if I glued some uranium to a stick of TNT? Just the casual, like, Pokemon lo-fi music in the background makes it crazy. The point is that explosives compress the uranium so it reaches the springs of... I'm gonna raid Shiori and go to bed, 'cause I am sleepy as can be. Thank you all so much for coming. Thank you, Alinya, Cool Guy, Huanya, Isarugumi, Rain, Rambu, Tyrant, Seraphim, Rickety, myself. Love you all. Good night.